G'day, I'm Owen. You've joined the pub test and this is the 16th video in the Jack the Ripper victim series, and if you are watching them as we release them, let's get straight into it. So now it was September the 10th of 1889 where a female torso missing its head and legs was found underneath a railway arch in Pinchin St. Now, instantly, 3 people were arrested for this crime because they were sleeping rough near the area. And it seemed odd because apparently the smell was what attracted people to find this torso in the first place. But those 3 people were soon eliminated from having committed this crime. Sergeant Thick makes an appearance here as he, along with a couple more policemen, start investigating it. They do find some bloodstained clothing in the area, but they don't make any links to this murder at all. But what is of interest, some newspaper person, now we can't fully trust what the newspapers will say because they said things to sell a few papers, as we know, but they had reported there had been a murder in Backchurch Lane, which ran alongside Pinchin St, or near there, I should say. So it suggested that this was the crime that occurred and the body had been moved. This was reported in other papers, not so much locally but more internationally, this particular story. But why you would go to a newspaper person and not to the police, I don't know. So I don't know the full veracity of that particular statement. Now, in the investigation, they say, look, the person was fairly healthy. Their hands didn't show signs of any hard work, though the police say she most likely was a factory worker. How they draw that conclusion, I don't know. Now, it is important to note that no other body parts were ever found. They never found the head or the legs. But the suggestion was made in some media reports that this could have been Lydia Hart, who was an unfortunate walking the streets, and she'd gone missing around this time. But that was never confirmed. But then Lydia Hart was never seen again either. They stated the death happened on September the 8th, 1889, which is the anniversary date of Annie Chapman, an official Ripper victim, when her murder occurred. And so the similarity to that date wasn't lost on some people. And so the idea that perhaps this was Jack the Ripper now performing crimes on the same night as previous ones. And yet this is soon shut down. And so Melvick McNaughton comes out and says, definitely not a Jack the Ripper crime, because he knows that those crimes are over. But he does link it to the other Thames torso murders. And yet we still have one more potential victim to go. So what do you think of this one? Let me know down in comments. It's a very brief one because there's not too much detail. We don't know anything about the person at all. But it's interesting now that the international media are carrying these stories more so than the local press. And it would say that this didn't seem to generate the same public feeling as the other crimes did. At the end of the next one, I will be doing a bit of a sum up, so look out for it. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you feel the need. If you see that button, just give it a bit of a push. Thank you very much for watching, though. It genuinely is appreciated. I'm Owen. You've been watching the pub test, and we will see you on the next one.